Yo, 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 people, what is going on? Little Johnny P, the morning after the night before. Well, the afternoon after the night before, to be honest. Mate, don't know what was going on last night with connection settings, but I had to turn it in. It was too much. But I want to just recap on a couple of things. Mainly Israel Adesanya being an absolute donut. I mean, what is the whole the shtick there? That whole coming in, calling him jigger this, jigger that. You're not my jigger, but he's my jigger. What is that? Now, make me right or make me wrong. Now, look, I ain't getting into the politics of it all. When I sing along to Biggie Smalls, Juicy, I do not radio edit myself. So I'll leave it at that. You can work that one out for yourselves. But what I want to know is, right, how can someone who claims to be a broken native, who claims to be from the motherland, who claims all this bullshit when it suits him, yeah, when it suits his little agenda, how the fuck are you jumping in the octagon calling a white male? That is just beyond me. I just don't understand it. It's really embarrassing, man, that the UFC are clinging on to this kid like he's like the second coming of Anderson Silva. Like, that's what these big organisations do, man. They done it in boxing. They done it with Anthony Joshua. They made him bash up a 40-year-old man in Vladimir Klitschko. And then all of a sudden he's, oh, fucking hell, he's the greatest thing since fuck knows what. Yeah? Well, that's just not the way. That's not the way of the world, is it? It's just not how things go, you know? If you're meant to be the daddy, you know, the big man don't beat up old men. That's what I'm saying. Now, Israel Adesanya, yeah, he's, don't get me wrong, very, very special striker. Very good at striking. Very, very good. Very good. His kickboxing record speaks for itself. But he's lost fights. There's fights, arguably, that he's got down in his win column that shouldn't be a win. And you got this piece of shit coming in the octagon. 1 second. You got this absolute bellend coming in the octagon who's never had one teenage year of his life living in Africa. You know, I think he moved to fucking the back of beyond out of Africa to New Zealand when like he was like 4 or 5. The story goes anyway. Probably never fucking lived there at all. Let's be real. You know, his dad was a very educated man. We could have gone to America, or they did go to America. Then they went to New Zealand. Who gives a fuck? How the fuck are you, as a black male, how the fuck are you even talking that shit? Just making yourself look like an absolute fucking bellend. Virtue signalling, clout chasing piece of shit. Like, if we want to talk about broken natives and we want to talk about, you know, history, yeah, then you've really got to start analysing the facts. Sorry, in front of a big window here and something walked past that was kind of half tasty. It's what it is, isn't it? You have to have a butcher's, don't you? Well, as long as I ain't touching. You have to seriously question the geezer's sort of psyche on why he would, I don't know, feel the need to get in the octagon calling a white man a jigger. I don't. Now, obviously, this white man, for anyone that doesn't know, he's South African. And obviously, if you know your history, you know about the apartheid and all the other madnesses that went on, and black buses, black sidewalks, white buses, white sidewalks, all that sort of shit. Obviously not good stuff. We can all agree on that, yeah? There's no need for any of that shit in this world. There is no need for it. But what I hate is people that have never experienced the brutality in which their ancestors experienced. And this doesn't just stop at black, by the way. This doesn't just stop at, hang on a minute, you've got a different bit of melanin in your skin, you're going to get treated worse. Slavery, may I just speak upon, it goes far and wide. The reach is huge. Look at the Irish, for example. Look at the Irish and what they went through. You don't see them screaming ILM every time Conor McGregor gets chinned or every time a Guinness gets spilt in a pub. Yeah? Let's just fucking be real here. And you got these virtue signalling clowns like Adesanya. He's got no class. Adesanya has got no class whatsoever. You know, and he's going to sit there and he's an ill-mannered pig. Have you watched any of his podcasts where he's on flagrant, man? He's sitting there, and he's just a pig, like an absolute pig, burping, like, and not even saying excuse me, shit like that. Just shit where manners go a long way in this world. I don't give a fuck who you are, where you're from, what you do, right? Manners go a fucking long way in this world. And when you're just an ignorant pig and you just fuck that, man. And this whole race thing that he's now brought this into, he's created a race war now, isn't he? In the UFC, it's going to be white against black. I'm more African than you. Well, not being funny or nothing, but your skin colour don't make you anything. And I'm pretty sure Dricus du Plessis spent more time in Africa, your motherland, than you have. So who is the jigger here? You know, it fucking winds me up. It winds me up that, you know, you got that sort of shit. Because if it was on the other foot, and the white South African man was calling him a jigger, holy fuck nuggets. Somebody call the cops. Call the cops. Yeah? There'd be fucking uproar. There'd be uproar. So, fuck Israel Adesanya. It was a good night's fighting last night. Fuck that donut. And I'm looking forward to du Plessis ripping his head off. I hope he fucking does him some serious damage. We're talking broken cheekbones, broken orbitals, you know, nose obliterated, so that, you know, he can't breathe while he's on his back getting just smothered. I want to see him get hurt just for them stupid comments. Stupid comments. They don't need to be said, you know. There's no need for getting in the octagon and running your mouth. He's just made himself look that big, isn't he? He's just made himself look like an absolute twazzock. How you getting in the octagon and start calling a white man a jigger and claiming sort of, I am more pure than you because my skin pigmentation dictates that I am more African than you? You ain't lived in the country, bro. You never lived there. What are you fucking talking about, you absolute fucking retard? Israel Adesanya is the most narcissistic piece of shit going. And, you know, I mean, let's face facts. If you're, well, I was going to say girlfriend, but that's a bit suspect in itself. But any bird that's left him and she's out there trying to get what she can do it, because he's clearly a fucking wrong 'un. You imagine him, like, I reckon he's the sort of Donny that while he's fucking his bird, she gets him to say, Jigger, Jigger, give it to me, Jigger, give it to me, Jigger, with a hard R. He'll turn around and go, do it with a hard R, girl, do it with a hard R. Jigger, Jigger, Jigger. It's pathetic. But guess what? That's woke culture for you. That's woke society. That's me chucking coffee all over myself. No, but that is woke society. You know? Oh, we can call a white man a jigger, but we will never, ever with a hard R, ever let a white man call us a jigger. Yeah? We'll never let them call us a jigger. But we'll call the white man a jigger. Yeah? In what fucking world is that even rational thinking? I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there. I've been little Johnny P. The stream was last night. Yes, we had some technical issues towards the end, but I just want to say thank you to everyone that did lock in. We had 150 odd views when I checked this morning. Only one person got in the chat. Dan Peterson, shout out yourself. Appreciate you, bro. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. But obviously, we're going to be doing more watch-alongs. Hopefully every weekend. Fingers crossed. But for the big UFC cards, the big ones with the numbers on the end, the important ones, we will be doing streams no matter what, and having a few beers and whatever. And hopefully next time we don't get fucked around with certain things. But I want to go because I just had poached eggs on toast and it's repeating on me like a motherfucker. So stay staunch as ever. One love, one and all, and appreciate you people greatly. And if you do like this sort of content and you do like what's going on the channel, please don't give it a like, just subscribe, and you can just watch all the videos that come in due course. Yeah, love yous, one love, bless.